Hey, folks. This is Mr. Graver here. And the next assignment that we're going to do is going to focus primarily on Google Maps. And I just want to do a little bit of distance things and maybe some time things. And we might even look at some speed later on Google Maps. And basically, the reason why I did this is to try to make sure that what we were doing is something that's useful to you as you go down the road. So, um, let me just walk through. This is kind of like a tutorial on what you're going to have to do in order to make this work. Okay. So first of all, um, you open a new tab, just like we have here. This has, I'm open to Google, but go up here to the address bar and type maps.google.com. Hit enter, it'll bring up maps. Okay. Now, the first place we want to search for is Three Rivers High School, which happens to be right here for me, so I can click on it. Takes us to Three Rivers High School. So everywhere that I'm going to ask you questions about is going to start with Three Rivers High School. So it's going to be like, how far from the high school, or how much time does it take from the high school to here? Okay. Now, I want to go directions. So you click directions. And see how up here in the corner, it shows that we're going from a starting point to Three Rivers High School. I want to change that. I'm going to start at Three Rivers High School. So I click these arrows and I reverse it. Okay. So now I'm starting at Three Rivers High School, and where am I going to go from there? So let's start off with, let's say we're going to walk to Taco Bell on West Michigan Avenue. It comes up. So I'm going to go Taco Bell. And currently, there's two things that I have to change here if you look at it. Number one is I don't want this to be in miles. I want this to be in kilometers. So I'm going to click that. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to do that. I'm going to click options. And I'm going to change it from automatic to kilometers right here. And then the second thing I'm going to do, so this is changed already to kilometers. The second thing I'm going to do is up here on top, it gives you the different modes of transportation. I'm going to change it to walking. So, for instance, if I asked you, how far is it from Three Rivers High School to Taco Bell, you could immediately look at this and say, all right, it's 3 kilometers. Okay. So you see the 3 kilometers right there. You could also say, you know that it's 37 minutes. So after you ask you how long would it take you to walk there? 37 minutes. Okay. Now, I could hypothetically ask you how many meters it is to Taco Bell. And since we know that there are 1,000 meters in a kilometer, so then there's 3 kilometers, there's 3,000 meters, right? We can do some conversions just like we did before the break, and change it to meters, or I could change it to centimeters or anything like that. So I'm going to try to stick with metrics on here and not have you go back and forth between metrics and the imperial system. So that gives you some ideas. Now I may ask you for some bicycle riding. I may ask you for some car driving, and I may ask you some different locations in some different places. So this has, I think, the two effects of getting you more familiar with Google Maps if you haven't used them very much before. Kind of helps you think in terms of distance and speed and time, like how they are all related. And hopefully I can help a little bit on here. So hopefully this helps you complete the assignment, and we'll go from there. So enjoy.